In a world that chooses sameness, being different feels like a silent punishment.
In a quiet farm beneath golden sunrise, a small life prepares to begin. One by one, the eggs crack open, bringing joy, warmth, and tiny, cheerful voices. But the last egg reveals someone different, larger, quieter, and unlike the others. The others stare in silence, confused eyes questioning why he looks so different.
Soon whispers turn into laughter and laughter into cruelty as they push him away. His mother stays close, but even love cannot silence the world's growing rejection. They play together in joy while he watches silently, learning what loneliness feels like. He steps forward with hope, but rejection strikes again, breaking his fragile little heart. Rain falls softly, hiding his tears as he sits alone under a cold world. With a heavy heart, he looks back once, knowing he no longer belongs there. Through thunder and darkness, he runs away, leaving behind pain, fear, and everything familiar. Exhausted and lost, he finds a quiet river where silence feels deeper than pain. As he looks closer, the water reveals shadows of something graceful, something unfamiliar. Then they appear shining white swans, moving like dreams across the silent water. Hidden in silence, he watches them, feeling a strange connection he cannot understand. They rise into the sky, leaving him behind, chasing a dream he cannot follow. Winter arrives quietly, covering everything in cold, turning warmth into a distant memory. Hungry and weak, he searches endlessly, fighting to survive in a world without kindness. The freezing water holds him still as his strength fades and hope begins slipping away. Exhausted beyond limits, he closes his eyes, believing this is where everything ends. But life whispers softly as warmth returns, proving his story is not over. Spring arrives gently, bringing warmth and life, and a new beginning he never expected. He sees them again, the same graceful swans, now shining brighter than ever before. With fear in his heart, he steps forward, ready to face acceptance or rejection. He lowers his head, expecting pain again, ready for rejection like every time before. But instead of cruelty, they move closer gently, showing him something he never felt before. He looks into the water and finally sees himself clearly for the very first time. Something begins to change, not suddenly, but slowly as he starts becoming who he is. With time and truth, he grows stronger, learning to accept what he was meant to be. And finally, he becomes what he truly is, not different, but beautifully extraordinary. He gathers strength, trying once more, learning how to rise beyond everything he knew. And then, slowly, he rises, leaving behind the weight of everything that once held him. Now he flies among them, no longer alone, finally finding where he truly belongs. He returns to where it began, not as before, but as someone completely transformed. Those who once laughed now watch in silence, unable to recognize the truth before them. He seeks no revenge, only peace, knowing his worth was never theirs to decide. He lets go of the past, leaving it behind, and moves towards something greater. Higher and higher, he rises freely, becoming everything he was always meant to be. With others beside him, he moves forward into a future filled with purpose. After every storm, there comes silence, where the heart finally finds its peace. Little eyes watch him now, not seeing his past, but inspired by what he became. Without words, his journey speaks, proving that being different was never weakness at all. The world sees him differently now, not as an outcast, but as something truly beautiful. Every tear he carried, every pain he faced, became the strength he holds today. He was never meant to fit in, because he was always meant to stand out. In quiet moments, he finds himself finally at peace with everything he has lived. As the sun sets, his old story fades, leaving behind only truth and strength. And ahead of him, a new journey begins, filled with purpose, calm, and quiet strength. He rises above it all, seeing the world clearly, no longer held by the past. Not just himself anymore, he becomes a symbol of strength, growth, and quiet resilience. And beyond the horizon, he continues forward, free from everything that once defined him. There are no limits now, only open sky, where he is free to be himself. And as he moves forward, his story lives on, carried quietly beyond what we see. Sometimes you are rejected, not because you are weak, but because you are different. One day that difference becomes your greatest strength and the reason you were meant to shine. Thank you for watching. Keep your smile alive and carry this feeling forward always.